Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Ronda Rousey, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And, Ronda, it's interesting with Liz Carmouche. She's not a woman that can get intimidated easily. That's something that you've been able to do to your other opponents. So how much has that affected your own pre-fight, ritual and getting yourself hyped up when you don't have that part of the game to play?
It actually saves me a lot of energy and effort because I don't have to go through studying her interviews, and like if I'm in it with an opponent, I'm gonna watch every single thing that they say so I can dissect it and pull it back on them later. I want to know every word that came out of their mouth more than they did, so I could always sound more educated in every single argument. Whereas this has kind of saved me that trouble, so I can spend all my time dealing with all the training and making sure that I'm training harder than she is, and also having energy left over to deal with this whole media blitz that has happened around this.
It's interesting. I was talking to your mom before, and she said that when she saw Liz, she the first thing she did was size her up and figure out how to throw her. So is that something that you do when you see, like in general, people walking down the street, and especially with your opponents?
No, that's more of a mom habit that she's like sizing people up, but like, yeah, I can take them. Like my mom is I'm the nice version. I'm the nice version of my mom. People think I'm mean. I'm just like, yeah, wait till you meet my mama, man. She's like, I think she's just meaner because she's just as mean, but it's crammed into less space because she's so tiny. So I don't know what it is, but no, I'm not sizing people up all day. Not really.
But does she strategize with you, or do you really just rely on Edmund and your quote unquote real trainer?
She has suggestions always, but the funny thing is with MMA as opposed to judo, she always prephrases everything with, I don't know anything about this MMA stuff, but so she has a couple ideas that she throws in there sometimes, but she's playing much more of the mommy role than the coach role that she did when I was doing judo.
Well, that's nice. And I do want to ask about Liz. Obviously, she's a formidable opponent. She was almost a Strikeforce champion herself. And I just wonder what you make of your plan of attack and how effective you think that will be against somebody like her.
I don't come out with plans. I don't have strict plans. I play out the match 1,000 different ways in my head and think of all 1,000 different reactions I could have to 1,000 different things that she could do, and 1,000 different ways that I could initiate. And I more react and look at my options than try and go after one thing that I want.
Well, and if you read the message boards, though, you know that you have no striking.
Oh, yes. Coach message board.
Yeah. And the message boards are amazing. How much, you've done so much more press now, which has opened you up to a whole new world of fans and potentially people who are not fans of yours. I mean, how much are you able to just shake that off and shrug that off? And every now and then, because I know people say stuff about me sometimes, and you can be having a great day, and there's that one little comment that just drives you batty.
I mean, everyone has their insecurities, and to have themselves be like dissected and everything be picked apart. It's you can ignore it most days, but I mean, haters and PMS don't mix. I'll tell you that. It does not mix well. It does not. I should just stay away from Twitter on those days.
Yeah. I want to talk about Marina, your training partner, and she's a young fighter herself coming up. How much has having somebody like her around you helped your own game? Because now you have a chance to grow together and also mentor and coach, but improve yourself.
It's great. Me and Marina, traveled the world together doing judo before, and we actually lived together on my year off. So she knows it's like being around with me when I'm chilling. She knows it's like to be around with me when I'm training, and it's great to have somebody just with you because I mean I have a team, but a lot of times I'm driving by myself, going from place to place, and it can get just like kind of lonely and it's hard to stay motivated, but we always feed off of each other's energy, and if we're kind of like, oh, I'm tired, we're like, come on, move it, we're going. And like if I'm just dying and sitting on the couch the other day, I'm like, oh my god, it sucks, I hurt not moving. She'll be like, she's the tea master, she'll come up and be like, I made you agave nectar tea with goji berries absorbing in it. And then when she's stressed, she cooks out. She cooks and she cleans. Yeah. When she's stressed.
Can I give her my number?
Cleans. I'm serious. Like, oh my god, there's so much going on. And she'll start cleaning and she'll start cooking things. And I'm just like, man, I should think of something really stressful to tell you right now because I'm starving.
That's awesome. I got to get her over my house, and I know I got to wrap you up, but I do wonder, too, how important it is to you to go out there and be dominant. When some people do say that you shouldn't have been given that title, that belt yet, you should have had to fight for it. You and Liz should have come in as equals in this and fought for it. So how much does that, inspire you to really go out there and put a stamp on this?
We are coming in there as equals. Just because somebody decided to give me a belt beforehand, I mean, it doesn't change the scorecards at all when we walk in. We start from zero. It doesn't matter anything. So, I mean, I don't consider myself a UFC champion until I win a fight inside the octagon. And I told that to Dana when he said he was going to give me the belt. And he was just like, look, this is just the way that we do things. You can think whatever you want, but I'm going to give it to you, and there you go. So there's your belt. So I wasn't going to argue with him, you know. I'm like, okay, thank you. All right. I'm going to go win this fight now, so I don't have an argument anymore. Instead of arguing, I'm just going to go win this fight.
And last question, are you going to get a new piece of ink if you win? I know you've got your Olympics and, you know, on your ankle, and you've got something special. So would you commemorate this with some fresh ink?
Yeah, I already do have a tattoo idea. Yeah, I've been meaning to get this one tattoo for a while, but and now I think I'll have a little bit of rest time afterwards. So I'll show you what it is when I'm done.
Nice.
It's going to be cool.
All right, well, congratulations on your success so far, and wish you best of luck on Saturday. And I have to say, I'm anchoring the weigh-in show on Fuel, and I'm thrilled to be able to help tell your story and Liz's story and be one of the girls up in there. I'm really excited. So
it's a girl power weekend between all of us and Danica. Man, we're owning it. We're taking over sports.
Thanks, Ronda.
No problem. Thank you. I'm Ronda Rousey, UFC Bantamweight champion, and you're watching MMA Heat.